Do you recognize this man? You've seen him countless times on TV at the United Nations. It's China's ambassador to the UN, showing that away from the Security Council, he's a pretty mean ping-pong player, a real crowd favorite. The UN table tennis team is playing a team of former and current Chinese champions in one of the many lobbies here at UN headquarters on Manhattan's East Side.
I'm really excited and really impressed that so many people here in UN are fans of table tennis. I'm very happy to see that a lot of them have come here today to play with us as well as to watch these wonderful games.
The game is fast and furious and much more fun when seen in real life rather than on the telly. Well, the sign says it all. It is 45 years since the first Chinese ping-pong delegation came here to UN headquarters in New York City. And that's what today is commemorating. It was 1971-72, and China and the US weren't on speaking terms, hadn't been for years, until a ping-pong team from the US visited China and the Chinese team came here. It may be coincidental, but within a year, President Nixon was in China inaugurating a new era in diplomacy between Beijing and Washington.
I'm really proud to be a player of table tennis. We are very glad that table tennis can play such a historic role in opening the relationship between China and the US.
Among the guest players on the UN team is Team USA's Liu Jieyi, who had a few tips for aspiring players.
I'll say 50% mental and then 50% physical. If you're only good at physical skills, you're not getting anywhere.
Let me warn you, young man, I used to be good at this game when I was your age, okay? Oh, Of course, an empty table tennis table was far too tempting an opportunity, so I challenged Liu Jieyi to a knockabout. I gave him a good run for his money, of course, but in the end, he finished me off with a mighty forehand. And so, on the eve of the 72nd Annual General Assembly, you have to wonder if nations might be better off settling their differences over a game of ping-pong rather than upstairs in the Security Council chamber. Now, that is quite a thought. John Terrett, CGTN, New York.